Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. It's time for an Islands update again. So today we are looking at the Maple Isles update. So let's have a grab of the letter and see what we've got. So we have a new island here called the Maple Isle. You can get to this just from the main hub. So in here we've got tree taps, turkeys and syrup, and different to all the other updates, on this one you actually have to work your way through some quests to earn everything that you can get open on the island. So let's look at what we've got. So we've got turkeys. You get these from the island and they will harvest berries. There are now raspberry bushes as well. They're prickly, which means that you can't pick them, so we'll see how to pick those later. There is now berry baskets and industrial berry baskets, so your turkey will use these to drop off the berries that's picked. There are tree taps, and you pop these into maple trees to take the sap out. And then added on to these there is maple syrup, which you can use in recipes. There's a sap boiler, which you need to use to turn your sap into syrup, and then a syrup bottler so that you can store the maple syrup. There's a number of different pancakes you can now make added onto the cooking. So there's an ordinary one, a berry one, a sweet one, and there is one special one that gives some added ability. There's now two types of shields, a maple shield and an antler shield, and there is also an antler hammer. There's apparently also an antler dagger, although I've not seen anybody with it anywhere at all. There are 6 new pieces of furniture, all of which you can get from the Maple Isle, and there is a new boss on what they've called the Turkey Island, or Maple Island, not quite sure which one they want to be calling it. So you have to beat him, so the first time you beat him you get the recipe to make the very last special pancake. And also, like all the other bosses, there is a very slim chance that you can get a pet egg from him, which will give you a baby version of him. So let's crack on and go and find all these new bits. Let's get rid of this. So, oh, we don't want that. Let's get rid of that. Let's run over here to the portals. So like I said, we need to get to this one through the hub. So let's get ourselves off to the hub. While we're flying there, so there is a little change also to the Bufflecore Island that they didn't mention. So the Buffles were in a little space next to the entrance as you got onto the island. That space has now become a bit bigger and there's more Buffles in there to beat. Also down near the entrance to the diamond mine there is one Buffle that spawns down there now as well. So let's wait for this to load. So off we go, and it's down on this side here on the left, and you'll see, because it's all covered in orange trees and a bit of maple syrup and some like maple leaves, makes it look very Canadian. So let's teleport off into here. So this is the new island. I'm not sure if they want to call it Turkey or Maple. It's quite a big island, as you can see, and it's also broken up into separate pieces. So let's get ourselves off to the first of the NPCs. So this is Bailey the Maple Baker. She contains the, mind your wing, she's got the first task that you need to complete. So let's start talking to her. So let's just go through her messages here. Do we know how to make maple syrup? Well, let's let her finish talking, and I'm sure she's going to let us know how to do it. there we go, we've got our first of our new items off of here. So we've got a maple workbench. So we need to go and get her 3 maple saps. So in order to do that, we need to go back to our island. So let's pop out this new workbench. Put that here. So let's have a look. So this is the new maple workbench. As you can see, when it comes, there's lots of things that you can't see. So this is the most basic shield that there is now. We don't have enough maple wood to make this one yet, but we'll show you one later. This is the tree tap, so what we will do is we will craft one of those now because we need that. And then these next bits are going to come after we've done some more tasks. So we've got wooden tubes, very much like the ones that the oil went down. A tube merger, which is quite helpful. I'll show you that later on my island. Then we've got the berry basket and the industrial version of the berry basket. And then this is the sap boiler and the syrup bottler, which again we will have to come to in a bit when we've carried on. So let's grab out our tree tap and let's pop him on the tree. So there we go. Now you will notice this tree has been planted 1 square below, and the reason for that will become evident in a bit. So let's see, how can we get something out of here? There we go. So this is where you get the maple sap from. So we needed to get 3 of these. So what we will do is, rather than waiting, let's go and visit me. I'm stood waiting on the island. Okay guys, so we're back again and back onto the turkey / maple island. So we've got all the sap we need now. So let's carry on talking to Bailey. So there we go, that's got our first recipe now for pancake dough. So we can craft these in the cooking table. And then she's going to be here now for you to sell all the pancakes back to. So she'd like 5 cooked pancakes, and then we'll carry on with her. So here we go, here's all the new bits you can get. So a standard pancake, a sweet pancake, and then a berry pancake. And here's all the new furniture items. So we've got a bed, we've got a couple of couches, and then we've got 3 different bean bags. So let's show you the prices of them all. 10,000 coins for that one, 1,000 for this couch, 5,000 for that one, and then these are 500, 50,000 and 5 million. So quite a lot of coins for that very last one. You may see them available for less in shops. This is an update that's not going away, so plenty of time to save up and grab them. No need definitely to pay over the odds for them because they're not going to disappear. So just save up and get them when you've got the coins there. So we probably ought to go and have a look at cooking some of these pancakes. So what we will do is I will just send myself home, and then we'll nip over to my island when I've got there. There we go, I've disappeared, and we can show you what is in the new cooking items. So you do need a higher level to get to the very end pancakes. I believe it was cooking level 75 to get to the very last one. Let's check where we are on this one. So we're only cooking level 4 on this game, so we will definitely have to show you that on my other one later. So let's open the cooking table, and if we scroll down, we have got in here, so here is the pancake dough to make pancakes. For this one you just need wheat. So we will make a few of these while we're here just to get his cooking skill up a little bit. We needed 10. There we go, look at that, and we've even got him a bit of extra cooking level while we're there. So that's the 10 we needed. What we need to do now is we need to run straight back over and teleport out of here. So let's go and tell Bailey we've finished that task as well. Right, so she now needs some cooked pancakes. So that's quite an easy one. So cooking the pancakes, you can just do them on a campfire, in an oven, like the pizza oven, or you can just chuck them through an industrial oven as well. So we'll just wait for me to appear. Okay, so we've managed to get ourselves back into the same server, and I've given me some more pancakes. So let's go back and talk to Bailey again. Let's turn this trace thing off because that's messing around. There we go. There we go. So now she would like them with some maple syrup on as our next task. So here we go. Here we're now getting the bits and pieces so that we can put everything together on making syrup. So we can now get the wooden tubes, and that will help us to plumb everything up. And you'll see we've just been given a syrup bottler and our sap boiler. So you get your first two of those for free. So she now wants 20 sweet pancakes. So let's see if we can quickly get back home. Okay guys, so we've made it back to the island. So let's go back into the maker workbench. And you'll see we've got the new bits in here. So we have wooden tubes. These just need wood to make them. And then the tube mergers. So this is how you can plumb various different inputs into one output. The thing to note here is your inputs need to come in either side, and your output is the single one. So something to remember for when you're putting them together. And then we've got the sap boiler. So this one we need copper ingots, steel rods and green sticky gears. And then we've got a syrup bottler. So this one's a bit harder to get because you need the pink sticky gears in here. You need some steel plates and some copper ingots. But like I said, we've got a couple of those for free. So let's see, we have got our sap boiler. So we need this first. And we need to turn it around. So let's go over here. And we need to place it over here. So you can see this is the reason now why we have got our tree planted one down below the ground, because then it makes it much easier to plumb it straight into the boiler. So what we'll do is we'll just drop this straight on the other side and bottle our syrup here. Again, this just makes it a lot tidier. So like with the other pipe work, it can be a bit tricky to place, so it's maybe a little bit easier just to place it one lower. And look at that, we've got one already. There we go. So one maple syrup bottle. So let's see, we must have some chests in here somewhere. Let's pop a chest on the end of it. There we go. Let's just get a little input output out. Pop that there. There we go. So that's that running now. It does take a little while, so we can just put another one in there. So the sap does come out quite slowly, so it's not a constant stream. So what I would suggest doing is, what I'll show you later, is I have got two maple trees merged together through one set of pipework into one boiler. And then I've got two boilers running into one bottler, which seems to work okay. So let's go. We'll grab that syrup bottle out of here. So those are the syrup bottles we needed. We needed a few more, so what we will do is we'll just go and visit me, and I'm back waiting on the island. Okay, so we've nipped back onto my island now. So what we need to do now is we need to make the next pancake up. Let's run down here. So these are the sweet pancakes, and for these you will need one individual pancake and 3 maple syrup bottles per pancake. So this will take a little while as you're doing it for your first time, because we needed to make 20, so you need to make 60 of those maple syrup bottles to be able to get through this. So what we'll do is I'll just skip out of here, we will trade with me, and then we can go back. Let's go sweet pancakes, and we need 20 of those. And then we can go straight back over and we can go and see what the next task is. So we need to teleport back to the hub again. So guys, here we are back onto the island again. So we've made our pancakes, and what you can see over here in the distance is a locked gate. So you can't get through this gate to continue on the island until you have done all the tasks from this baker here. So let's nip in. There you go, she's happy with our pancakes and she's opened the gate. So the one thing to note here is every time you come back to this island, for some reason at the moment, even if you've done this, that gate is going to be locked. So you need to come and talk to this NPC, just go straight through, straight back off of her, and the gate will open back up again. So her cousin needs a bit of help with the turkey, so this is where the turkeys come into the game. So there we go, she's just saying about selling her the pancakes, but we don't want to do that right now. So let's get going. As we're on our way over, we'll just nip to see this little mercenary here. So what does he have to say? So I haven't seen this guy actually do anything yet. A bit like some of the ones on the desert island, so he's just got a few things to say. Basically you just need to go to the last bit of this island and defeat the new boss, I think. So let's get running over here. As you can see all the other islands while you're running around on this one. So let's jump up here. Oh, there we go. So we need to go and see Berry Farmer Emma. So let's talk to this one for the first time now. Right, so she's going to now tell you about the turkeys. So basically you have to spook them. And she would like us to go and grab her 20 raspberries. So let's go and see the turkeys. So you see there's one of the turkeys here. So you have to let him get up near you and then spook him. And we got berries. So they won't always give you raspberries. So they will give you red berries or raspberries. Let's see if this guy wants to come over and see us. No, we don't have to. There we go. Red berries again. And red berries again. Let's wait for some more to appear. There's another one over there. Let's go see if he's got raspberries. Ah, there we go. So there's our first raspberry. You can see down here in our little bar. So we need to get 20 of those. So what we will do is we will just stand here and wait for a second, and I will bring myself over. So there we go, we've now got a recipe for berry pancakes. So she would now like 10 berry pancakes. So again, these are another thing that you have to go and cook. So you've got to spook more of the turkeys so that you can then get some more raspberries. So while we're here, let's go and look in her shop. So in here you can sell the raspberries, we can sell the berry pancakes, you can also buy your turkey eggs in here, and you can buy your raspberry seeds in here. This means that you can then set up the raspberry farm on your own island. So we'll show you one of those later. So rather than running all the way back and showing you them on the cooking table, let's just cook these. Let's just swap some of these over now. There we go. Right, let's open this up. There we go. So she's happy now. And we can move on to the next section. So here you go, she's now telling you that you need to use the turkey so that you can get the raspberries off the bushes, because you can't pick them yourself. So there you go, she's giving you your first set of raspberry seeds and your first turkey. And she's also now opened up the berry basket, which you saw on the workbench. There we go, so she just says come back if you want to buy some more stuff off me. Let's finish with her now, so let's run over. So she's all done, so we've now got another guy over here. There we go, right, so this is the Maple Warrior, so let's see him. And you'll see we've got one more island has appeared over in there. So he has a task to get through as well. So he wants 50 berry pancakes. And you can ask him what's up there. There we go, he's going to tell you what you can see, which is fan horn, I believe is how you're meant to pronounce that. And you need to go up there because there is a fan horn pancake, which was the one that I didn't tell you about properly. So these ones here, you need to eat these last pancakes and they give you a chance to grab the legendary weapons. So that was the hammer and the special shield. There is apparently a dagger according to the update, but as I said, I haven't seen anybody get one yet at all. And watching DV's videos, even he's not seen one get one yet. So we need to make 50 berry pancakes. So this one does take a little bit longer, so let's go fire a trade request into myself again. There we go, so he's happy that we were able to make the berry pancakes. And we can now travel at our own risk. So we can now travel up to Fan Horn. There we go, so this is the very last island. Weirdly, there is no way to get back from this island. The only way to get back is to jump off, fall down the side, and it takes you back to the hub. So let's nip our way up here. There are a couple of little things on this island. So there is a very teeny tiny house, which is hidden down on the one side. And there is a cave which you can go through that goes underneath the island, but it doesn't really have anything in it. It's got something hidden behind bars, but you can't get to it. So from in here, this is where you can summon the new boss. So what we will do is we'll skip over to my game and we'll show you the new boss, because I've got slightly higher levels to beat him. So he is a bit harder to beat, and we'll explain that when we swap over. Maple workbench. So the last bits we had were the berry basket. So again, needed some more maple wood for that one. And then the industrial berry basket, which is the better one of the two. Needs blue sticky gear and needs you to make berry baskets. So let's have a look at the cooking table. Scroll down and find our pancakes. So the sweet ones we made. Then we've got the berry pancakes, so they all follow on after each other. This one needed sweet berry pancakes, some raspberries and blueberries this time. So it makes use of those blueberries that you've been getting. And then this is the last one you're going to get. So this is the fan horn pancake. So you've got to beat him for the very first time to be able to get this. And then it still won't open until you're at cooking level 75. Have a quick look at this one. Again, this one follows on, so you needed to make the berry pancakes, and you now need to use some fan horn's flowers, which you get from beating fan horn. And this one gives you a very small chance of getting those antler weapons when you're fighting the mobs. Haven't got one yet, but apparently you can get them from fighting any of the mobs on any of the islands. What we'll do before we leave and go back is we'll just quickly nip over and have a look at some of these other items. So here is the furniture. So you can see we've got the two couches, And we've got the big bed, and then they are the 3 bean bags. And then what we've got here is I've built myself a bit of farming to get all the bits and pieces to put together the big pancakes. Have a quick look. So we've got, as I was saying earlier, I've got 2 maple trees going into each of the boilers, and then I have 2 boilers running into 1 bottler, and that seems to run pretty much quick enough. I'm getting quite enough for myself. And then over here we have got your standard farm setup, running down all the stairs, and then that's running for a food processor, and then just an industrial oven, and that is then dumping out my pancakes. And then inside my greenhouse, which you'll see has to have quite high walls, we have got my little collection of turkeys and some raspberry bushes. These guys do have a habit of trying to run away, which is why they're in here, and they can also jump quite high. Again, this is why they've got quite a high wall. So let's see if I can select one of them. They don't seem to want to select, so we'll just quickly run round and go through the door. Through there, close the door behind us so that they don't escape. Doesn't seem to want to select the door. There we go. Right then, so you can just spook the guys in here, but they are slowly filling up my input-output chest here. Oh, actually they've done quite a very good job at the moment. So we've got quite a lot of raspberries. So you can see it's just got a few raspberry bushes, just trying to plant a few things around the edge at the moment while I save up some more raspberries, just to stop other things spawning in here. And I haven't put any of the other berries in here at all, because the turkey guys do go and pick the other berries, and I don't want them going through here and clogging up the chest. So I was going to put together at the end another food processor to join these 2 together and the blueberry bushes, but then I thought it's probably best to put them on the cooking table and use the multiplier on the cooking table so that you get extra free every time that you make them into the sweet berry pancakes, and then you get extra free then when you make them into the Horn pancakes. So the only thing left to show you now is to go back to Horn's Island and show you him. Okay, so we're back now, and this is the new boss. As you can see, I've got quite a loaded up thing here, because you need quite a few things to be able to successfully beat him. So he's very difficult to beat. He's definitely the strongest boss of all of them yet. He likes to run around a lot, which makes him even harder to beat. And you can see that thing shooting out of his head is going to a maple tree. So he's actually powering himself back up. So if you're doing this on your own, you'll see I've got an axe out. So what I would suggest is bring a decent axe so that you can chop the trees down as quick as possible to stop him from powering himself back up. Let's get rid of this tree to take a bit of power out of him. You also need to bring yourself a lot of food, because when he hits you, he does hit you quite hard. Where's he gone? So there we go, we've got to the end of it eventually. That has got to have been the slowest one I have ever done. So what we got from that is we got these Horn's flowers, which is what you need to make that very last pancake, the one that gives you the chance to get the antler weapons. So guys, I hope you found this video helpful, and good luck in finding those special weapons and getting through all the tasks. We'll see you on another video. Laters!